Welcome to a day in the life of the Onguma Reserve. In this 6-episode series, we follow the men and women who have dedicated their lives to preserving and protecting this piece of wilderness and the wildlife that call it their home. This is episode 2, Full Moon. It's midday in the Onguma Nature Reserve. Our blistering summer sun causes temperatures to soar, forcing our wildlife to seek shelter under trees and in thickets. These thickets are the perfect location for a cool breeze to cut through the sweltering heat, where we were able to locate Scarface. As this magnificent old lion and his pride lays about in the shade, the herbivores congregate in the open plains, grazing on succulent shrubs and grasses. Our guides arrive back at base from dropping off their clients after the early morning activities. We meet up with head guide Manu.
I'm trying to look after the guiding department to make sure that everything is running smooth. That includes allocations, that everything is tidy, and that we are not getting any surprises from a booking perspective or from an allocation perspective. Alright, there's a hide, so I'll join Marcus now to set it up for the guests so that everything is perfect.
A group of guests have requested to spend their afternoon at the Onguma hide, which first needs to be cleaned and set up. Manu coordinates the activities between the various lodges and ensures that they run smoothly.
So we've got the hide over here with a number of windows for excellent game viewing on eye level with the animals. We've got some snacks and some drinks to maximize the comfort of our guests.
We are, after all, in the business of making memories, and to do that, one must create a truly magical experience. Yona spends his lunch break collecting weekly camera trap footage from more than 20 camera traps located at various waterholes throughout the reserve. 60,000 images are collected weekly. Camera trap images can be used for research as well as for reserve management purposes, and in our case, locating potential poachers. On the day this image was captured, in November 2021, we found the remains of Leon, a black Rhino bull that we had monitored for over 7 years.
He was dehorned in 2018, July, and yeah, that's 2 years ago. So they say it grows back about 4 centimeters a year, so the poachers had another 8 centimeters and a little bit more. I actually saw him the last full moon. I was in one of the water points in my hide, and he came in with the sun still up. Now I'm thinking he came to say goodbye, but he came in, he drank, and he moved off again.
Leon's death was the last incident where poachers were able to escape our formidable team in the past 5 years.
This is Bruno the Rhino, holding my keys.
Sometimes I'm looking for a specific rhino, and then I get the rhino, but it's like a muddy photo, so I can't use it. Then I'm even more annoyed with the elephants.
Thanks to modern technology, camera traps act as our eyes in the bush, and together with ever-changing methodology, we are able to make a difference and save lives.
You can see it's scratched there. But yeah, that's cats. They interested in everything that's not normal.
And so, our weekly waterhole checks continue. Back at bush camp, our team of guides spent some time brushing up on their bush knowledge in the luxury of air-conditioned rooms.
You live about field guiding itself, especially in our reserve here, trying to highlight, the guests to know also where you are coming from and where you are going. So, which is quite good.
In the heat of the day, between 1 and 3 o'clock, guests may choose to lounge by the poolside or take a nap in their own air-conditioned rooms. This is the perfect time to just switch off without the ever-lurking safari FOMO, since most wildlife are also resting under trees, trying to cool down. Yona and his team go above and beyond to monitor our rhinos. One of his latest inventions, Dixie the hide.
So yeah, that concludes the camera run for the day. Well, now it's just office work, going through the photos. While we are here, I want to tell you an interesting story about Dixie. Dixie is my portable hide, and once on my random night patrols I saw a limping rhino at this waterhole, and I decided to put that hide there so that the animals get used to it, because I wanted to see if the animal had a snare on or was it injured or whatever. And I went there, sitting there, and I was having snacks, but I always take snacks with that doesn't make noise, so you can't take a bag of chips or something like that. So I took a few bananas because they are nice and quiet, and I was peeling the one banana, had it, and then I threw the skin out. And as I threw the skin out, just next to the tree there, my eye caught a glimpse of Taylor the rhino, the limping rhino. I'm like, please don't come closer, please don't come closer, because he came like about 5 meters from me. And you would see the adrenaline on the camera, the shivering. But yeah, then I was able to get a clear, nice view of the foot, and it was just an injury. We gave him a few grandpas, like the vet said, a few grandpas, and a shot of antibiotics, and then yeah, he was good.
10, 9.
Stand by.
I'm doing plots 31 and 32. I'll send you a WhatsApp.
Copy plot 31 and 32, thank you. They are doing a vegetation survey, and he just called in which 2 plots he's going to do for the day, so that I can inform my anti-poaching units not to act if they find human activity in the field.
Our guides make their way into the reserve to continue with a vegetation survey. Understanding the reserve's grassland science, which grasses are found in which soil type, gives us a better insight into the bigger ecological picture. This assists us in reserve management strategies, bush encroachment projects, and many more conservation programs.
Why the rhino? The leaves looks like a protea.
Like a protea.
Okay, so what's that one there? Holy shit.
See, that's why we roll it up nicely.
Who did this?
You!
It was me, yeah.
Who did it?
Okay, so we just finished with plot number 42. We choose 10 square meters that are representable of the area. Then we record a number of information about the plot itself, such as erosion level and vegetation cover. And then we move on to identifying all the plant species alongside with their relative cover within the plot.
As our guides finish up their grassland science project, we have another department working on a mammoth project. Camp Carla, our biggest project to date, finishing up this 7-star establishment to be ready for our guests by November 2022. Let's get a quick progress report from Peter himself.
As you can see with all these rooms over here, our salas are already constructed. The storerooms underneath as well. Most of our steel work is done as well, except for that room. We're still busy with that room there, and then each room has an added stoop/fireplace area as well, so that still needs to be added. And then of course this will all form part of the restaurant. Then if you look over there, that you can see part of the tower, that would basically go up to the bar area, and then of course you can see parts of the hide area over there, and then the top of the hide area will all form part of the basically viewing deck of Camp Carla.
Back at APU headquarters, Yona has started sifting through the countless images collected earlier in the day. It's crucial that every image is combed through carefully ahead of the full moon weekend. Our guides are preparing for their sundowner drives.
It's just after 3:30 and the guides are starting to operate. You can see Marcus busy sorting out his car over there, Jakob busy washing at the back. And for us it's a bit more the quiet time of the day. We can relax a bit once everyone is out and try and sort out what stands out for tomorrow.
We are back with Kolandri, ready in her cool box for her client's afternoon drive within the Onguma Nature Reserve.
He says he'll help me when it's empty, not when it's full.
That's how we help one another. So, Carla, what are you packing?
One of each gin, so one pink, one rooibos, one classic. One wine, red and white. 2 bishop, 2 tafel. That's always part of my packing. I drop at least one thing. Afternoon everyone, Carla heading out from bush camp. I'll be going towards Omaramba the fort, looking for some onkoshi activity and planning to end up for sundowner at the airstrip sundowner spot. Let's keep in touch.
As Carla sets off on her afternoon drive in search of the pride, guests are able to experience the exclusivity and uniqueness of visiting a private nature reserve. Onguma Nature Reserve is 98,000 acres in size, home to 4 of the Big 5. And as the sun sets on another beautiful day, Yona is on his way out for a late afternoon fitness session with the APU. But they have to take great care. APU members at headquarters have noticed an increase in lion activity around base. We suspect that they are the members of both North and Central Prides. With a rendezvous near HQ, times are tense and everyone has to be on red alert.
Bullet, you are the most dangerous one, so you can choose. The name says it all. Taya, okay, I'll do, you pull up. Okay, I'll push up. I want to say I've got trust issues. With it just comes natural with what I do, but yeah, I do have a very great relationship with the anti-poaching guys, and yeah, I trust them, and they haven't yet, or hopefully never will, show me that I can't trust them. So yes, we have a good relationship, and anti-poaching is based on trust. That's one of the pillars of it. And without that, you know, it's not going to be a successful team, and I think our success is through that.
Being part of the APU means a lot of information is shared about the reserve. So it is vital that information never leaks. During full moon nights, we have to be extra vigilant, aptly termed Poachers Moon. We have a full moon patrol that takes place throughout the night for extra presence on the ropes. Yona arrives at his place of rest for the evening, a treehouse located above a busy waterhole.
So we're nearing yet another full moon, and I'm going to show you now the procedure I go through. Close to full moon, I monitor not every waterhole, but most of the waterholes, just to get a better understanding of the rhinos, where they come in, where they like to drink, so I can position my cameras better. But I'm going to show you now what I normally do to get up there, and then I'll spend the night.
It promises to be a long night ahead. But one of Yona's favorite activities is sitting out on this platform, high up in the tree canopy, overseeing the waterhole and anything that passes by. Carla has arrived at her sundowner spot, the best part of any African safari, sipping G&T as the sun sets in the distance.
Every time I come back here to do this, it's not comfortable. It's a bit scary if you think about, you know, the dangers involved, and but I'll keep doing this forever. It's just something that not everybody gets to see ever. So me being up here, it's another set of eyes and ears. I might hear a gunshot and then, you know, act on it with anti-poaching, because as we all know, poachers, they like to come with full moon. It's just, the moon here is so bright, you don't need a torch, you don't need light, you can walk through the bush, no problem. And but yeah, so full moon means not as much sleep as I would like to get, but it's all for a good cause, so happy to do it.
Our APU teams are out on patrol to cover as much ground throughout the night. They are vigilant for any suspicious activity or strange tracks, paying attention to any unusual noises or alarming behavior. As the sun sets, lion prides get ready for their hunt. As our guests enjoy their dinner, our guides catch up around the fire for a few hours before they head off to bed and get ready for another day that kicks off at 5:30 a.m.